looks like for you. I want you to take that. So whether that's more reps, whether that's bigger range of motion, whether it's just feeling better about the movement, take it, all right? We got 5 seconds, so face forward. Get yourself ready. You ready for this, team? Give it your best. Here we go. 45 seconds. So I'm gonna take that way that I talked about. I'm gonna work the entire time. I'm gonna go for a 3-second pace. And I'm gonna go for probably 95 to 100% range of motion on each of those squats. Think about all the things we talked about in that first little intro. If your eyes are down, if you're giving me this, I don't want that. Shoulders back, chest up. Make sure you're keeping those feet flat on the ground. Drive the knees out. Maybe you've gotten to this point and you're like, I just need to shake it out real quick. Feel free, shake it out, get right back into it. Think about those reps, think about the quality of those reps. Final 5 seconds, can you give me at least 1 or 2 more? Stay with me, and take a deep breath. Way to go, team. Listen, look at those reps. Look at that range of motion. How was that? If you felt the growth, if you see the growth, congratulations, you crushed that. Again, this isn't about passing or failing, but it's about doing your best. So be proud of yourself. Way to go. All right, you know we got a part 2 to this. We got to go for that forearm plank holds and refresher. Eyes up, eyes up. 90 seconds is what we're giving you. You do not have to work the entire 90 seconds. If you can, I would love for you to try to go the length of that 90 seconds, but work for as long as you can holding that solid plank. And eyes on me, this is what a good plank looks like. We're not keeping those shoulders hunched by our ears, but core is intact. I want you to think about keeping that core engaged. No hills, no valleys. We stay right here, all right? So everyone on your knees, let's crawl out to that plank position. You ready for this, team? Up, hold it. So remember to breathe. Remember to breathe right here. For anyone who maybe this plank was it was a challenge for you the first time you went through it. You were like, Coach Clarence, I was barely able to stay up for 10 seconds. I want you to know if you're still up right now, you've already beat your time last time. So feel free to take it. If you need to modify this, we talked about this last time, you can put those knees down. Maybe if this is all you have, I would rather you give this to me than to give me nothing. So if this is where you're at, stay here. We talked about this throughout this plan. Maybe it's just straightening one leg, starting here, then maybe going to that second leg, pushing those boundaries. But stay where you're at. Once you're finished, feel free. You can just rest it. Rest it, take it in, breathe. We're gonna have a little bit more core later. But once you've gotten done, hopefully you were able to go a little bit longer. If you're still holding, stay with it. I'm coming back with you. I'm trying to coach everybody here, but stay with it, team. We are almost at the end of this, less than 30 seconds left. I'll also invite you, maybe you were in it, you held it longer than you did the first time through, you celebrated. Feel free, come back in, join us for this final 15 seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Your body needs that oxygen. Stay with it. Come on, team. Final stretch right here. Don't drop. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And rest it up. Ooh, I'm starting to get the shakes there. The core shakes, I was feeling it. Well, team, you did it. I hope you're proud of yourself. As always, I'm proud of you. Whether it was more reps, whether it was more efficient movement, I hope you feel better about what you did today versus what we did the first time. Again, no pass, no fail, only growth. So great job. Now bring it to your feet, because guess what? We got a workout to get to. So we're gonna start this thing working unilaterally, one side of the body than the other, and we always start with the right, so let's go left this time. So when I say, we're gonna start with the reverse lunge. We're gonna have 30 seconds, and we're gonna go for 8 reps. This is how that reverse lunge is going to look. Left leg will not move. Repeat after me. Left leg will not move. You're awesome. So just the right leg's gonna go back. I want you to tap that knee on the mat if you can, or just give me your best, lowest range of motion. We're gonna try to go for 8 of those. Once we finish, you're going to face forward. Same thing. Left leg will not move. You're gonna step that right leg out. We're gonna go for a lateral lunge. Now, if that lateral lunge, you're like, Coach Clarence, I don't like the laddies. You can go ahead, keep this wide stance. Just bend the right knee, going up and down, okay? We'll do that with the left, then we'll switch to the right. But first, we start with the reverse lunge. Left leg doesn't move. Let's go for it, team. Bring it down. So by now you remember, you know, that left foot, that's the one that's in front. That is our anchor. If we're moving that thing all around, it looks cool, but it's not gonna help us to get all the way up. So keep that foot planted and take your time with it. I'm just looking for 8 here. I want good quality reps, which means we're getting that knee as low as we can. Final one right here. And rest it. All right, team, you got 10 seconds. Face forward. Left leg will not move. Again, the option to keep the wide stance and just bring it to the right. But if you can, left leg doesn't move, step that right foot out, bring those feet together. With this lateral lunge, as I step with that right, think about pulling the hips back to the right, bending that right knee, feeling this in that left hammy. Good. We worked left quad. Now we work that left hammy. One last time, if you're in that modified version, right knee bends, just bring it right up here. Maybe you've got some ankle stuff or you're working on that balance, this is fine. And rest it up, shake, shake, shake it out. We're gonna do the same exact thing now, just on the right. So we talked about it in the lateral lunge. If you need in that lateral lunge, if you need to modify this, again, maybe it's ankle mobility, maybe it's some knee stuff, maybe you're coming back from injury. That's fine, we'll keep it static. This time, you'll keep the right leg straight, coming this way. But also, for the lunge, if you need to, there's always that little step if you want it. Starting with the reverse lunge, right foot doesn't move, right foot doesn't move. Take it back, bring it all the way up. Take it back, bring it all the way up. Again, if you need it, find that little dip. Also, the range of motion, maybe tapping it all the way down to the mat. You're like, Coach Cornette, I get down there, and then I can't get up. Just give me a little dip, baby dip. Try to get parallel at 90 degrees. Good. And rest it up. Face forward. So if you can, right leg won't move. We step out for that lateral lunge. But if you need to, just take the wide stance. Bring it over. Ready? Here we go. Another good piece of advice when we're in these lateral lunges, both feet are flat on the ground when you perform that lunge. Good. Digging into that left hip, feeling that backside of the right leg. Breathing all the way through it. Good work, everyone. Final one. Big pull, big press off, come back to standing and rest it. Full minute of rest right here. All right, team. How did that one feel? Little compounding. We're working the leg, worked the front of the quad with the reverse, work the back of the leg, the hamstring with that lateral, also getting on the insides. Here's what we're going to do now. You're ready for this. You've been working hard. If you want to make this more of a challenge, eyes on me. As we're going for this single leg reverse lunge, starting with our left foot planted, if you would like, you can either give me 2 little dips, 1, 2, then bring it up, or if you want to work on that balance, feel free, take it down. Add a knee drive at the top, just further solidifying that like, I got this balance. You don't have to take those, but if you want to take it up, if you want to give yourself more of a challenge, feel free. 2-second hold at the bottom or add that knee drive. Otherwise, let's just go for that lunge. Left foot stays planted, face sideways. Let's go for it. So again, you can keep it right here. I like this. Nothing wrong with this lunge. But if you want to make it more of a challenge, maybe it's 1, 2, holding it down there for a little longer, isolating that muscle, or take it up, give me that knee drive, squeeze that glute, find that balance. There's also always the option, if you're still working, give me that little step, you can drive it up here too. And rest it, rest it. All right, team, we're going for that lateral lunge. We're gonna keep this simple, we're gonna keep it the same. Again, left foot doesn't move. If you need to, keep it static. Ready? Let's go. Take it out, bring it all the way in. Take it out, bring it all the way in. Same thing too, chest is up. Don't cave everything in. Roll those shoulders back. Eyes on me, let's look into each other's eyes. Oh my gosh, this is getting so intense. It's getting so intense. Stay with it, team. We got 2 more of these. Final one all together. And a quick little 30 seconds to rest it up. All right, friends, we're gonna do the same exact thing, opposite side. This time, our right leg will stay planted. You know what your options are. If you need to modify, again, ankle, knee, we're coming back from injury. Feel free. Take it, give me the steps. If you want to, you can go, hold it at the bottom for 2, or add that knee drive in. Or did I just do a combo? You decide what's best for you. All right, right foot doesn't move. Let's go for it. Big squeeze, bring it up. Just focusing on that range of motion, focusing on that balance. I find that the longer I work at tempo, the easier lunges get for me because we do so many lunges. But also, I'm still annoyed by them. But I also recognize them in real life. When I'm on one leg, I have excellent balance. Go ahead, last one, rest it up. Seriously, my husband, falling everywhere. My dog, we got new wood floors, slips everywhere. Me, never slip. I'm gonna slip today, I know it. Go ahead, lateral lunge. Right leg doesn't move. Pulling it back. But all of that to say, that's why lunges in general are important. There's so many times you're walking and you're on one foot as you're going for that next step. Something happens, but being able to have that quick muscle memory to just stay in it, find that balance, and also just have that strength on one leg. Lunges are important. So we're gonna keep doing them because you need them and I don't want you to fall. Me either. Last one, and rest it up. All right, team, shake it out, shake it out. Final round of lunges right here. It's also gonna be our finer lower body exercise that we're doing while standing. After this, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna work the upper body and the core. So, you know everything that it is that we're going to do. We're gonna start with the left foot firmly planted. We go for that reverse lunge. There are so many modifications and options you can take. Take the one that feels best for you. I will give you the option here to maybe take the reps up as well too. We got 8 reps for you, but if you're feeling good for it and you're like, you know what, Coach Clarence, after this one, after this class, I'm gonna take a little like celebration. Feel free to push it right here. Maybe give me 10 lunges. Once we finish that, we face forward. We go for those lateral lunges. Same thing. Just trying to keep that balance. Trying to make sure we're ready for whatever happens. I want you to just Euro step throughout your house after this, okay? All right, last set of lunges, last set of lunges. Left leg stays firmly planted. Again, do what feels good for you. Let's get it, team. Taking it back. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. If you're doing one of the modifications, feel free to keep the pace that you are at, but I'm gonna go for 10 reps here. So that means I'm gonna go for a 3-second pace on each of these. If you'd like to join me, this is number 5. Good, staying with it. Ooh, we gotta pick up that pace a little bit. The time's going by, time's going by. Stay with it, team. Final 2 right here, we're gonna get them in. I'm not gonna be beat by that clock. Oof, just in the nick of time. We're moving fast, we're moving fast. Face forward, again, if you need to do this statically, just take that wide stance. Left leg doesn't move, here we go. Same thing here, I'm gonna go for the 10. So I'm gonna go ahead, go for that 3-second pace. I invite you to stay with me. Good, if you're with Coach Clarence, this is number 5. We got 5 more. We got 4 more. 3 more all together. Oh, we are right where we need to be. No pushing at the end of this one. Last one as a team. Good work, everybody. All right, that left quad, that left hammy are feeling good. All we have left, go into that right side. My heart rate's starting to get up. All of those, just adding 2 extra reps, that's what we're doing. Also, you're gonna take more Coach Clarence classes after this because you're just going to. And you'll hear me say all the time, for someone that likes to spike that heart rate, get those calories, count up, that high to low, focus on that range of motion. Right foot doesn't move, let's lunge. Let's take it down, bring it up. So same thing, I'm going for 10, because I don't want my left leg to be larger or stronger than my right leg. So we're gonna keep that pace. I invite you, if you did it with me last time, do it with me this time on the side. 5 more. Good, and there it is, that range of motion. Soft tap of the knee on the mat. Control the muscle, don't let the muscle control you. Final one. Beautiful. All right, bring it to the center. This time, that right leg is not gonna move. We're stepping out with the left, Again, going for 10 here. All I need from you is 8. Take it with me. But if you want that challenge, let's add those extra 2 reps. Keeping that form in check. Good work, team. If you're with Coach Clarence, we got 5 left. Good, remember both feet are firmly planted. Pull those hips back. Good work, final 2. Good work, last one. And shake it out. Rest it up. Team, final round of the day. Let's take it down to the mat. So here's what we got. We're gonna go into that superset that we did in our first baseline class. We're gonna do that again here with the upper body, but this time we're gonna take things up a little bit. We're gonna start with the push-up. We'll work that for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna flip it over like a pancake. We're gonna go for a body weight hip bridge. We'll be there for 25 seconds. Then our final movement, nice little hold. We're gonna go for a hollow hold, keeping our core engaged. Eyes and ears on me. Here's how all 3 of those moves will be accomplished. So as always, if you need to, knees can be down for the push-up, but if you would like, take it up to those toes. I want you to lower that chest down, let it hover, don't let it hit the ground. Big press up. I'm only looking for 8 push-ups, so take your time. I would rather you rest in the up than in the down. Once we finish that, we flip it onto our back, knees are bent. All I'm looking for, squeeze the glutes, lift up, hold it for 1 second before allowing it to go all the way back down. It's a squeeze, then recover. That final movement is a hold, and we're gonna start just right here. Knees at a tabletop, shoulders off the mat. I want you to reach for your heels, keeping that core engaged back on the ground. But we start with the push-up, so roll it over, knees or toes. 30 seconds, just give me 8. So if you're on your knees, I need you to pay attention to my form right here. Look at my torso. I'm not bunched up like this. This is not a push-up. Take those knees back. If I was standing in front of you, I should be able to draw a nice line from your shoulder, hip, down to the knee. It will give me a nice diagonal. Same if you're on those toes. Let that chest just hover above. Big press up. Keep that core engaged. And rest it. All right, team, it's quick. It's 10 seconds. Flip it over. Again, knees are bent. Think about keeping your heels close to your glutes. Squeeze the glutes. Don't arch the back. Squeeze it. Hold it for 1. Release it down. Squeeze. Hold for 1. Release it down. And breathe right here. It's 25 seconds. We took 5 seconds off the clock, but I'm looking for the same amount of reps. If you're with me, we got 3 more. We got 2. Final 1. Squeeze it. Release it. All right, team, stay on that back. One last time. Knees are at a tabletop. When I say, we're gonna reach for those toes, shoulders come off the mat. Ready? Reach, 20 seconds. Hold it right here. This is all I need to get us started. Make sure that lower back is pressing into the ground. If you're giving me a big arch, press, engage, shoulders stay up. Good, keep it right here. Can you lift a little bit higher for 3 seconds? Stay with it. And rest, rest, rest. Ooh, all right, team, good news. No new exercises coming your way. New variations, but no new exercises coming your way. All we have left is that push-up, that hip bridge, and that hollow hold. Now, here's what we're gonna do to challenge ourselves. We're gonna stay in this push-up, but I'm going to give you an option. We did these in our first class. If you would like, we're gonna go for that hand release push-up. Hands come up, big press to the top. But if you want to, you can go ahead, stay on the knees, take it down. When you bring it up, we talked about this last time, pop it up to those toes for a second, just to see how it feels. Even if you just give me 1 push-up from the toes, then drop the knees, and then go in to those modified push-ups, I love it. In whatever way you can in that push-up, I want you to challenge yourself, okay? Shake it out. I know that chest is feeling it. Get ready. Here we go. So you have 2 options. If you're on the toes, hand release, lose the momentum, feel the power in the push. If you're on the knees, I want you just to hover it, but when you come up, pop it to those toes. Again, normal push-up, but once you get here, find that high plank. Ooh, when you raise those toes, you feel the core not just the chest, okay? If either of those is a little too much, you can stay right here. Keep the modification. And rest it. All right, friends, take it to your back. We're going for that glute bridge. You know what I want? 1 second hold. You ready for it, team? Here we go. Squeeze and hold. I said this last time, but just to reiterate, don't just arch your back. The lift doesn't have to be super high. Squeeze the glutes and then bring it back down. That squeeze in the glutes, no matter how small, it's gonna lift up. So that's what's creating the bridge. Don't just arch your back. Squeeze the glutes. Good, last one. And rest it. Okay, friends, we're going for that hollow hold. Option here. If you want this time, feel free to alternate a leg extension. Up to you. Let's go. So, this is all I need. Reaching for those toes. But if you want, start to see what it feels like to have that leg extended. You can even reach those arms above if you want. Even here, feel free to reach it. 2 seconds. Rest it up. Oh, team. I think the thing that is feeling worked the most is my chest. My chest, I'm feeling it. So, we got one more round. Start to breathe it in. How are you feeling about the class? I think you did a great job. You know, we said this last time. It's not a pass, it's not a fail, but showing up, just getting here, just finishing, that means that you passed. And I hope that you feel that way. Doing all the work that you've done throughout the plan, just getting through it, learning new things, trying new things, being uncomfortable. We touched on that last time. Leaning into those uncomfortable moments so that they just started to feel routine. They started to feel better for you. Hopefully you had that little breakthrough throughout this plan, but we have one last set to get through. And what I want you to do is make this the best set so far. Whether that's not giving up, whether that's trying something new, you decide. Just make it your best. Ready? Let's go for it. So we got push-ups right here, team. Our final push-ups of the day. I'm keeping it classic. I'm just going for that OG push-up. It worked back in the 30s. I don't know if they were doing push-ups in the 30s, but it works for me now here. So stay with it, keep pushing. Again, even if you need to modify this, I love it. Try if you can, just touch the toes up. Knees down for the push, bring the toes up. Good, and rest it up. That's one down. We are on our backs. We are going for that hip bridge. Again. Glutes, squeeze them. That creates the bridge. Let's go for it. Hold it for a second. Maybe you walked into the class today and you were like, I don't know where my glutes are. Squeeze them, hold them, get acquainted with them. Take them with you after this plan. Keep it going. Good, everyone. We got about 10 seconds left. Can you give me 2 more? Beautiful, everyone. Final one all together right here. Good job. All right, stay on the ground, take a deep breath in. Breathing in all that hard work, big exhale out. Exhaling out any doubt that you have. Knees come up to a tabletop. Find that hollow hold. Shoulders are off the mat. Again, if you want that leg extension, feel free. In 5 seconds, if you want to challenge yourself, both legs extended, arms up. Right now, if you want it, 10 seconds right here. Stay with me. Breathe. If you're like, that's too much, Coach Clarence, come back here. But if you can't hold it. And rest. Whew, excellent job, everyone. You know what we gotta do, as we always do. Everybody's up on their feet in 5. Stay with me, you're up on your feet in 4. We've all got 3, 2, 1. Excellent job, team. As we always do, wide stance with those feet. Hands by your side, and with intention. Big deep breath in. Big exhale out. Way to go, team. Round of applause. Oh, we finished it up. How's that body feeling? Yeah? Feeling like you worked? Feeling like you gave it your best? How's that mind feeling? That's what I'm really worried about. That's what I really want to know. Good. Like we talked about before that last set, hopefully you feel good about the work that you've done. You went through this entire plan, and you know what? Maybe you're like, I want to go do something now. Maybe I want to add on some weight. Or if you want, start over. See how much you can grow again. Start to lean into those things that make you uncomfortable. Whatever you need, that's what I want the next step to be. Great job, though. You crushed this. Let's cool it down. We're going to stay on our feet. Let's turn sideways, all right? So here's what I want you to do. If you can find the balance, feel free to find the balance. Maybe You bring a friend over. Let's start with that right foot. We're gonna go for a nice little quad stretch. We had so many lunges today. So I want you to pull that right foot back and up. Think about, I told you I'd never fall. Oh, right as I said it, I fell. Think about trying to squeeze those knees together and keep them in line. Again, if you have to drop it, I've dropped it a few times here. It's because I was talking all that mess. But just feel that stretch in the quad. Find a lot of times with balance, it's just about not letting things get too heavy on one side or the other, but actually keeping it balanced. So stay with it for 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, let's take the same thing on the opposite side. Keeping that front foot firmly planted. Good work, just breathing, feeling that in. Taking the little dips out as it happens. Good job, we got 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. We're gonna go into that little Cossack squat that we did earlier. So wide stance with those feet. And don't make this a lateral lunge, but instead just think about pulling the hips back, shifting side to side, feeling that stretch in the hip flexors, those lateral lunges, those reverse lunges, even the squats. Just feeling that stretch. And then here's what I want you to do. Stand up tall, bring those hands up, and like Michael Phelps, you're diving into the pool. Go ahead and just let that body hang there. Maybe there's a bend in the knees. You wiggle those toes, allow that neck to just relax. And then if you can, just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Bring those feet in. You're into a nice little forward fold right here. And here's what I want. If you can, take that left arm, reach it all the way up. Try to stack those shoulders on top of each other. Feel free to hold on to the legs if you need to. But if you can, maybe just touch down, opening up the chest. I feel this in my left pectoral muscle. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Bring that hand down, reset, shake it out, take a deep breath. Again, no need to lock out the legs. Same thing on the opposite side. Right hand comes up. Beautiful. Good. Feeling that stretch. If you can, drop that left hand down. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Reset again. Taking a deep breath. Close your eyes if you have to. And then nice and slow, roll that body up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take your time, no rush here. Roll it all the way up, stacking your spine. Once you get to the top, roll those shoulders back. Eyes come up, they open. And team, I got one thing for you as always. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. You crushed this. I'm super proud of you. I hope you're proud of yourself. Tempo, my name is Coach Clarence, and as always, I'm sure I'll be seeing you again soon. Bye, everybody.